Have you been considering making the move to Verrado, which is located in Buckeye, Arizona? Well, in today's video, I am driving through Verrado to show you exactly what it's like living here. So keep on watching. Welcome back to Phoenix Living. I'm Nicole Baker. Today we are going over Verrado, but before we get started, you know the drill. I have to let you guys know I'm a licensed realtor here in this beautiful state. So if you've been interested in relocating, go ahead and reach out. My number and email are popping up. If you're not quite ready to reach out yet, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to be posting videos every Monday and Thursday at 5 p.m. So you guys will get tons and tons of content all about relocating here. So yeah, let's get started in today's video. All right, guys, we are getting right into it. We're basically at the very beginning of where Verrado starts. So we are near Indian School, and essentially, I don't know what this other road is. Jackrabbit probably is the closest road. Verrado is amazing, and it has just completely exploded in the last little bit of time. So there's so many new shops, and even shops that I didn't even know were here. So I think that that's going to be a cool experience for me too, just so I can kind of, you know, check out what's new in this area. I love Verrado. I think it's a beautiful community. The average price point in here is going to probably range, I would say, starting around 500 at least. That's like the bare minimum, not even average. Average price point is probably going to be closer to maybe 700,000, 650. It really just depends on what exact neighborhood you are in, because there's homes ranging, again, like I said, that minimum price point, and that doesn't include 55 plus. 55 plus does have a little bit more options when it comes to Verrado, because their homes are always a little bit smaller, but just something to keep in mind when you're considering it. If you are 55 plus and you want to live in a retirement community, Victory at Verrado, I have a video about 55 plus. If you guys want to watch it, it will give you more information about Victory in general and some other 55 plus communities. But it is a very beautiful area in general. Nothing specific to Verrado, but or not specific to Victory, but Verrado in general. So golf course communities, lots of these areas are going to be golf courses. This is all brand new that I'm driving through right now. So you have Buckeyes, which is kind of like a Mexican spot. I think they have those pretty much everywhere. There's a Breaks Plus, Popeyes. What else is over here? Jack in a Box. And this is just one corner. Like, they have literally built all of this in the last year. It's crazy how much it's expanded. Lots of new homes in this area too. So typically where you see a lot of new homes is, I feel, where it is kind of growing usually. So keep that in mind. I think we drove by a Dollar Tree, Goodwill. There's a Jack in a Box over here, another really cute coffee shop that I've never been to, that I will definitely be going to sometime, probably today, maybe even after filming this video. And then you have a Filiberto's, looks like a salad and go place. And like I said, this is just one corner of this very small, quaint area. It's not a huge, it is a huge subdivision, but I would say it's not like a huge city. And something you'll notice is this is located in Buckeye, Arizona. But anyone that lives in Verrado, and maybe you guys have a similar situation where you live, let me know in the comments down below. But no one in Verrado is saying that they live in Buckeye. They're saying that they live in Verrado, because Verrado is just a very well-known name, and it's kind of like, not that it's a little bit bougie. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit bougie. That's what I love too. So the Verrado, anyone that lives in Verrado is not saying that they live in Buckeye. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like if you live in Scottsdale, this is another area in Arizona, but if you live in Scottsdale, you're saying that you live in Scottsdale, X zip code. Nothing too crazy is my point. But I don't know if I finished my sentence about the price points. So anyways, $350 is your starting price point, and you're also going to go up to, I mean, there's $3 million properties in here that are seriously beautiful on the golf course, custom builds. You guys have probably seen it in some of the in between clips that I put in some of my other videos. They are stunning. Of course, that's where everybody wants to live, but not everybody has that price point. I think Verrado is it's a good price point, or a good location to look into if you are in that kind of $500 at the minimum price point. Obviously, it's going to depend on what you guys are looking for. That's why I like to sit down with you guys in a Zoom chat of some sorts and really go over what your goals are when you're looking for homes, because Verrado might not be the price point for you, but there's so many other beautiful areas throughout Arizona that could be the price point for you. So just keep this in mind. Yeah, I was right. Jackrabbit and Indian School. So this is going to be your east entrance. And then there's one other entrance that's off the I-10 that you can go to as well. But it's kind of like an L-shaped situation for Verrado in general. This is another super brand new community, or not community, shopping center. All of this corners are going to be brand new. So you have Cafe Rio, you got Jimmy John's, Mod Pizza, there's a Yogurtini over here, which is kind of like, I don't know if they have that everywhere, but it's like a frozen yogurt place that is very good. And sometimes they have this banana flavor, and I'm obsessed with it, but sometimes they don't, and then I get mad. But they have the Yogurtini, Gray Clips, Pizza Hut, and then you have Fry's. Fry's is kind of like King Soopers if you have that where you live, or it's just basically a huge shopping center, right? So they have, or shopping grocery store, right? I'm like trying to remember what these places are called. So, or it's very similar to like Vaughn's. I know that, I don't think that they have King Soopers in California, for example, where a lot of people are moving from, but it's kind of like Vaughn's, but it's way bigger than Vaughn's, because Vaughn's is Safeway here. We all have different names for our grocery stores. Why? I don't know, but that's just the world we live in. And then you also have an AutoZone over here. Let's see what else. You got the Fry's gas station, this grocery store, and there's a Bash's throughout Verrado as well. These are going to be pretty popular and very busy majority of the time, and that is because there's not actually a lot of shopping in this area in general. It's kind of like you live in your own little world, and that's why I think everyone's super happy about all the shopping that has been added over this little bit of time, because you actually have places to go, which is awesome. I mean, you don't have to drive, 15 minutes to get to some of these different options. Right across the street here, they're building some more. Right now it's just a car wash, but it looks like there's going to be some other little shops right there, and maybe another, looks like drive-through. So that's really cool. I'm going to head to our neighborhood that we're going to check out now, and I'm going to start kind of right actually behind here, because I think that those are going to be some affordable options if you're looking to be kind of in that 500 price point. Affordable, right? Not necessarily super affordable, but still, this is going to be where you're going to get probably your best bang for your buck throughout Verrado. Granted, some of these are going to be 700,000, but we will still check them out. So as I mentioned, we are just north of that Fry's, and homes like this like little bit of a smaller single family ranch style floor plan. Ranch style is single story, in case you did not know that, but those ones are going to be probably around the 500. Obviously it depends, houses can be very deceiving from the outside. If that's a 2,000 square foot home, it's going to be a little bit of a different price point, but I have sold in this neighborhood. They do have some 1,500 square foot homes in here that are very, very beautiful. So they're definitely going to be in that 500 price point, I believe, but very cute neighborhood. And then right across the street, these are Richmond homes, I believe. And then right across here is going to be Toll Brothers. I'm going to go ahead and swing into there right now, because these are going to be a completely different price point. If you're familiar with Toll Brothers at all, you know that they are a luxury builder. Lots and lots of pretty homes. I actually saw the models whenever they were here. I don't believe, yeah, they're not here anymore. So, but these homes are ranging anywhere. They have a two bedroom floor plan in here, and then also some with casitas that are going to range. I mean, it really just depends. I believe this is actually maybe the casita floor plan, but they may have done a 3-car garage instead. Let me see. Not seeing that, but obviously these homes are a little bit different than those homes that we were just at, and that is because they're a different builder, Toll Brothers. So like I mentioned, these homes are going to range probably starting closer to that 600 price point for the 2-bedroom one, and then going up from there depending on how many upgrades they've put. A lot of people that are buying Toll Brothers, they just have, I mean, a lot of money to do a lot of awesome upgrades, which is really cool. I'm gonna show you guys right over here. These were actually the models. This home is completely decked out, so that is easily, you know, $1 million+ home. It has like a beautiful pool, all of those kind of things, but just something to keep in mind. You have options, which is awesome. I think that that is something that a lot of people don't hear all the time and want to hear, is that they do, even if you want to be in Verrado, because it is considered like a bougier area, there's still like price points that you can enter into this neighborhood and go up from there if you really want to be in Verrado. Verrado is one of those places that people really want to move into. There's also a couple other builders in here, like Lennar is another really popular builder in Arizona in general, but in Verrado, they have some really beautiful floor plans and they have next gen homes. So if you're unfamiliar with what a next gen home is it's basically like you have, honestly, it's like a whole other living space. Some of them have not just, you know, a separate bedroom that you can enter off the home. I mean, they have a whole kitchen, separate entrance, kitchen, washer, dryer. Like, these are kind of decked out sometimes, which is super cool. But the neighborhood that we're gonna head over to is actually gonna be more within Verrado, and it's a little bit south. And these are gonna be acre properties. So even, maybe not all of them are gonna be acres, but half acres, luxury custom homes are in Verrado. And these ones are going to be probably starting around the $1 million price point. Anytime you add land, your price point's just gonna obviously go up significantly. So just keep that in mind. We're actually passing Verrado High School right now. If schools are really important to you guys, I would check out the links down below. Niche.com. And I believe the other one's greatschools.org or something like that. Just do your research on schools. Verrado is known to, like, a lot of people. I lived in this school district, so I know that Verrado is one of those schools that a lot of people wanted their kids in. I don't know why. So do your research, like I said, but it is a very, very popular school. So just keep that in mind. But I'm gonna drive a little bit here and then we're gonna go ahead and check out those big lots. But I want you guys to see a little bit more about Verrado and like what it looks like in here. And actually, before we get to these, you know, big old beautiful custom homes, I'm gonna show you guys this little part of Verrado. Verrado has definitely different style homes. So you have homes that are a lot older and you have homes that are a lot newer. This is going to be the more older part of Verrado, which I really love because not every single floor plan is, I don't know, it's just not as cookie cutter, which cookie cutter's not bad. I would definitely move into one of the homes that we just saw that do have a very, you know, updated modern floor plan, very open. But I also really like this area because, as you can see, there's a lot of tree coverage. Just feels like you're kind of going into a different world. It doesn't feel like Arizona, which I really like. Granted, I love Arizona, but it's nice because these homes aren't very, like I said, cookie cutter standard tract homes. Granted, even though they are, but you can kind of see, I mean, look at that home. That, it looks like a Tuscan, it's like very Tuscan. I don't know, you can't even barely see the house because there's so many like huge mature trees, but it's a very pretty area. I digress. There's tons of different home styles in here as well. Not just the, you know, basic stucco on the outside. I mean, granted, these are stucco, but these have like a different, they're like I said, Tuscan, right? So very, very pretty Tuscan homes. They have the modern farmhouse style like the Toll Brothers has to offer. And then they have kind of what we're going to go into, which is going to be those like big acre properties. Some of them are going to have that traditional Spanish style, I would say, is like the style of the home. And some of them are going to be really modern. You guys will see some of them are going to have RV garages. I mean, they're gorgeous. So I digress again. Let's go ahead and head over to those custom homes now. All right, guys, we have arrived. All of these are super close together. So it's awesome for me because it makes it easier for me to film these videos for you guys, because there are so I would probably make this video seriously an hour long, just me driving around and showing you every single part of this area, but that would again be way too long. So I like that these are all super close together, so I can really show you guys all the different options that you do have in Verrado. It is a gorgeous community. So this is the perfect example of what you could get in Verrado. This is a beautiful, very modern, custom home, pool, large lot, and RV garage. If you guys are interested in homes like this is like the perfect example of something, and that one probably is already under contract, but these houses are just stunning. Again, custom homes. So your price point's gonna be a little bit higher on these. You're definitely looking over $1 million, just depending on what each of these homes has to offer. But these ones are super close to the Verrado High School, and then they all have very beautiful mountain views. I'll just pan this camera over. You know, it's just gorgeous. And these homes are only gonna get better because the pricing is gonna just continue to go up on these with all the things that are being built in this area. We're not even gonna get to the other side of Verrado today, but that has, I mean, a bunch of other shops. It's got your Starbucks, Dutch Bros. I mean, guys, look at this home. This home is gorgeous. I can't. Beautiful, huge. I mean, that's a $70,000, easily $70,000 RV garage, because I mean, look at how big it is. And then it also has, you know, your 3-car garage, and maybe those are even tandems. I don't know. That is a beautiful house. I would die to have that. Not my favorite color personally. I like the white, but still, you get the point. These homes are beautiful, huge lots. A lot of them have RV garages. I hear all the time how important it is to have an RV garage for some of you guys, and you don't have to have a custom home to have an RV garage. Granted, these ones, a lot of the times HOAs won't allow you to build an RV garage always in your backyard. So keep that in mind, but you do have options if you don't have the $1 million price point budget to buy a house that's, you know, I believe this community doesn't have an HOA. If you don't have that kind of budget, most of us don't, but some of us do. You could do a tract home. There are homes that are brand new builds that have RV garages. Granted, it's not necessarily in this area, and the price point is still high, but you have options that are definitely less than, you know, the $1 million price point. You can get a brand new home with an RV garage for probably, give or take, $600. That would be my guess, and obviously depends on where it is too. Verrado is, to say you live in Verrado is, you know, again, the bougie thing to say. So anytime, it's kind of like when you buy a purse at Chanel. You're buying the same thing. It's not that it's better or worse. It's just you're buying that name. Here's another really beautiful home. You got your RV garage in the back. Granted, they haven't done their landscaping yet. Looks like they probably just moved in, if they're not even moved in yet. And then you got RV gate, RV garage. Probably have a freaking crazy backyard with, you know, a really nice pool or something like that. 3-car garage in the front. You got another RV garage. You got a courtyard. I mean, it's gorgeous. I'm very jealous of these houses for sure. I would live here in a heartbeat. This house, again, 3-car garage, has an RV garage in the back. A lot of those RV garages do have like a guest suite kind of thing too, so that's really nice. RV gates, I mean, they're beautiful. This one has the landscaping already done. Very common landscaping in Arizona. Just nice rock, a couple plants. I mean, it's very basic landscaping here because it just gets blazing hot. Not too bad today for some reason. It's saying 86. I don't think that's true. That really can't be true because I am sweating right now as we speak. So that is some of those homes, and if you guys have questions on exactly what Verrado has to offer, we can definitely help you out. But I'm just going to keep driving for a little bit more just to show you guys a couple other houses and different options that you have. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like I mentioned, this is just a small glimpse of what Verrado has to offer. There's tons and tons of beautiful homes at tons of different price points. So if you guys are interested in relocating, go ahead and reach out. My number and email are popping up. I would love to assist you guys. If you're not quite ready to reach out, no problem. Go ahead and subscribe. You're going to want to see more content about Verrado, Buckeye, Old Litchfield Park, which is very similar to Verrado. I'm going to be definitely, I guess, showing off all of these different places in Arizona, so you're going to want to subscribe. I'm going to be posting these every Monday and Thursday at 5 p.m. But until next time, guys, I will see you later. Bye.